Alrighty, welcome back for another episode of React and Chill with Shelby Dudley, and I'm back, the original ECW original Bay Ragney, Chubby Dudley, Easy Rider, any mix of the three. You could even say what was the three faces of Foley, where you have the three faces of Ragney. There you go. So welcome to another episode. We are working on. Let me see here. Let me just make sure I got it right. That's the wrong screen. It's the wrong screen as well. Here we go. We're on episode number 20. I'm pretty sure this is segment number 2 we're about to get into. I have no idea what we're about to watch. As always, I let it be a surprise. I don't know what it is. I have not ever seen this yet in my history of viewing ECW TV. So it's going to be a surprise, and you're going to get my true, honest reactions to what we're about to watch. But if for some crazy reason, like, you have not done this yet, I don't understand why. Maybe you could even explain it to me. But make sure you go down below, hit the subscribe button, even go the extra step and ring the bell, get all notifications for whenever I drop new content, whether it's a React and Chill episode, or whether it's a interview clip, or whether it's a full interview on Chewing the Fat. Working on more guests. I have a few guests who I've reached out to, have not heard back from. One's ignoring my requests, so kind of interesting. I'm not going to say who it is, but maybe in time I'll say, because I keep getting asked for this person. So let me hit play. Let's get into it. Let me throw myself down in the corner here, make the screen bigger so everybody can see. Let me turn the volume up so everybody can hear it even better. And let's push play.
All right, fans, stay tuned because we'll be right back for some more hot Eastern Championship Wrestling. Oh, man.
All right, here we go.
Oh, man, what? Eddie Gilbert, Don Morocco, and Dark Patriot and Jimmy Snuka look like they're on their way to the ring to ambush Shane Douglas.
Pennsylvania, I know what winning is all about. I'm from the other side of Pennsylvania, and so I know what Pennsylvania is all about. It's about winners. And
Oh, man.
Interesting. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Shane Douglas, but I think it's time that everybody here in the ECW learn just one thing about what's deep inside the heart of Shane Douglas. I think everybody that's watching right now ought to learn all about the Dangerous Alliance. About Hot Stuff International. I think it's time everybody met a man that was half of the World Tag Team Champions. I think it's time everybody met a man who was a UWF TV champion. I think it's time we introduce everybody to a man who, just like Eddie and just like me, told Ted and Jane to go straight to hell. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you my friend, Shane Douglas!
No! Shane!
Interesting.
No, man.
So Shane.
Of Dangerous Alliance and Hot Stuff International. Welcome here.
it's great to be on board.
Wait a minute. So Shane was part of this?
I told you that I know what winning's all about. Winners like the Pittsburgh Penguins surround themselves with champions. And if you look down the line here, you can't count how many. I've only got 10 fingers. And in the back, I started thinking to myself, Don Morocco, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Eddie Gilbert, the world championships that these men have.
Look at Todd's face.
You can't count on 10 fingers. And so I thought to myself, to come to ECW and be a winner, I'm going to surround myself with winners like Hot Stuff International and like the Dangerous Alliance. It's great to be on board.
Interesting. I didn't realize, so I did not realize Shane was part of this.
It can't be happening here, folks.
Todd Gordon's visibly upset in the ring.
It can't be happening here.
And that's not the only big surprise from the world.
There's more.
Shane Douglas. Shane, I think it's time you tell them about the 10 grand of Ted's money that you think nobody can earn anymore. Tell them all about it.
10 grand? First thing I want to do is thank Uncle Ted Turner for the money that he gave me, the $10,000, and a lot more than that. But I'm here to put the challenge out as I look through the crowd and see the bunch of losers sitting here. I'm here to put the challenge out.
Todd's got great facial reactions.
Tonight think that they can pin my shoulders to this tarp, to this mat, then come on down. You know, I've been sitting in the dressing room all night back there, and I've seen what kind of wrestling talent there is here. I'm pretty conservative with my money.
Here comes some challenger right now.
You call this a challenge?
What is this?
$10,000.
Oh, it's Ernesto and Donnie.
$10 on the line if these two think they can beat me. 1-on-1, 2-on-2.
Do it, guys.
Wow. Okay.
Deal and sex appeal. Donnie
Here we
Allen
go.
and Hervé Ernesto. Looks like they've accepted. Oh, yeah.
Hervé.
They've accepted that $10,000 challenge from Shane Douglas, but things aren't getting off to such a great start here for Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal. Shane's taking them apart by himself here. Oh, a headbutt on Hervé Ernesto, or should I say?
I've seen Shane
Sex
use a headbutt
Appeal.
more in this match than I've seen in his whole
Donnie Allen
career.
being worked over outside the ring by the other members of the Dangerous Alliance. Oh, belly-to-belly suplex.
Excellent,
That should do it.
excellent,
1, 2,
amazing
3.
belly to back.
$10,000 challenge.
Picture
for Shane
perfect
Douglas.
belly to
Wait
back.
another week.
Now part of Hot Stuff International, Shane Douglas!
Wow, you saw it, man. The debut of Shane Douglas to the ECW, the newest member
I'm honestly
of the
shocked.
Dangerous Alliance.
I had no idea that he joined up with them. Interesting.
Okay, people out there, this is the Super Destroyers coming at you. We have the Suicide Smurfs. Would you believe it? The Suicide Smurfs.
The Suicide
They are pairing
Smurfs.
with the tag team tournament. These two guys are so small, they actually have to go on top of each other. What do you think, two?
That's right, baby. The Suicide Smurfs are going down tonight. We've had enough of you guys. This is your last shot at the Super Destroyers. Be there and you're gone.
From Parks on
All right, next round,
weight, 610
or next match.
pounds, Super Destroyer 1 and 2.
I think like they're over,
Super Destroyers facing off against the Suicide Blondes. in this
but they
final
needed
matchup.
a
Hunter
mouthpiece.
Q. Robbins III.
Quiet! That means you, Fatso. Look,
Talking about me, Paulie?
look at that waist.
A man doesn't get to my position in life by making a lot of mistakes. And as you can see by where I am and who I am, I haven't made many. But I'm man enough to admit that I'm not infallible. And yes, I made one major mistake.
Oh, what is this?
I let you guys get away.
Interesting.
Yes, I let you guys get away. And to prove that this is a mistake, I told the Suicide Blondes to stay home tonight. Don't even show
Whoa,
up.
whoa.
Don't come. We forfeit the match.
Really?
He said we forfeit the match.
Suicide Blondes are not
should
in the
listen.
building.
Hunter Q. Robbins III making a
They are
startling
not in the
announcement here.
building. The Suicide Blondes forfeit.
Interesting. What is going on here?
Top audience for Christopher Candido at home.
Wrestling fans,
Looks
your
like the
winners,
Super Destroyers by
the
default.
Super Destroyers.
Hunter Q. Robbins apologizing to the Super
Wait
Destroyers.
a minute.
Uh-oh.
Just hold on. Now look, I admit that I made a mistake, but you guys have to remember, I brought you the Tag Team Championship.
Yes, he
It was
Yes, he
under
did.
my tutelage, and it was due to me and my guidance that you kept it as long as you did. And we had
Good
all
point.
the money, and we had a lifestyle that these morons out here could only dream about. Back in the dressing room, my secretary has a check for $25,000. That's right, $25,000 for you to sign with me again.
Wow.
What do you say, guys?
That's a lot
you
of
can
money.
make history again.
$5,000
Does he
offer for
do
Let
that?
me tell you
D
something.
number one's got to say.
We worked our butts off to get where we were, and we still are. We never needed you before. We don't need you now. And you know what? We've held a lot of tag team championships belts over the years, and you weren't even around. Hey,
What?
don't tell me you want to buy us. No money can save you from the demise that's going to come to you. And no way you can't buy us.
I guess that answers that,
And at
Paulie.
the end of that tune,
Ooh.
The Super Destroyers.
Oh, now all of a sudden he's Beretta. That's the end of that.
Beretta.
The Super Destroyers
I-
victorious by default here in
Wrestling
the
fans,
final
the
first
Super
round match
Destroyers
of the tag team
will
tournament.
go on to the next round of the ECW
All right.
Tag Team Championship Tournament.
That, my friend, was a big, big mistake.
Interesting happenings here in the ECW Tag Team Tournament. All right, everybody, there you go. Another episode is in the books of React and Chill with Shelby Dudley. You got a double piece of action there. You got the addition of Shane Douglas to the Dangerous Alliance, the Hot Stuff International, whichever you want to call it. You got Shane in a 2-on-1 match against Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal. And then you have the forfeit of the Suicide Blondes, who I'm pretty sure at this point are no longer in existence. They were done. They had nothing more for them, as we talked about with Johnny Hotbody. And at that point also, I'm sure that's when Chris Candido had left. So they tried to do an angle to buy back the Super Destroyers, and the Super Destroyers said, no, we do not need you, Hunter Q. We don't need you. And turned down the big money contract. Interesting happenings here at ECW. Going to be an interesting future happenings because we know what happens with Shane Douglas. I don't know what happens with the Super Destroyers and how that goes. So, and I don't know how the whole thing happens with Eddie, because I know it's coming pretty soon to the end of the Gilbert era in ECW. So, yeah, we just got to keep watching. Stay tuned. Keep watching. Come back. I'll be back in a few days with another episode of React and Chill. But make sure, like I said, go down below, hit the subscribe button, please, and ring that bell. And let's watch ECW together. And let's chew the fat with all the old stars of the ECW, whether it's Eastern Championship Wrestling or Extreme Championship Wrestling. Hey, everybody, let's get